Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. All right, let's see what we've got today. We didn't have anything during the pre-shuffle, which I thought was really strange, although the candle was popping and cracking today when I lit it. So it does seem like there is somebody that has a lot to say towards you, collective. I just don't know that they're ready to speak it. It's once all that noise happened, everything went silent. So you could have, and I'm hearing it. It's I hear a source of contention. So there was some source of an argument, something that caused an argument, and maybe there's been silence following the argument is kind of what I'm getting. So that could be for some as well. I did hear I woke up hearing a song this morning, and I feel like now is the time I'm supposed to share that with you. I feel like it was a song by The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. It is I Would Die For You. And I woke up kind of singing it, and I don't really know the lyrics. It's not a song that I really paid much attention to. But I did listen to it this morning, so I can kind of see how there might be two lovers who are kind of at odds or kind of trying to stay separated. Even they would kind of do anything for each other. They really love each other. They may be trying to deny it, or this could be you dealing with someone and they're acting in this way. But I feel like that's kind of the song energy that was coming through this morning. All right. Yeah. Okay. Look, I do kind of feel like we're tethering from that song. I feel like you're dealing with a person who maybe was giving to many people, trying to kind of split their energy, trying to hop around. That's just the life they lead. That's just the way they do things. And I feel like you were very aware of that, but you were hoping that maybe they would see the difference in you and maybe want to kind of commit to you. I feel like you're not wrong. I feel like they do see your value if you're standing here as an empress, whether masculine or feminine. I feel like, you know, you've got that regal energy. You are a cut above the rest, and I feel like they do see that. But I feel like they're still trying to give to different things, and I keep that song will not stop playing in my head. So I do feel like this definitely, if you want to listen to the song, if this is your message, you might really get a little bit more. It's like this person looks at you as being the person they would die for, they would do anything for. And you're perfect to them, and they try to walk away because they don't want to settle down yet. It's like this person's not ready to settle down, but they don't want to miss out on you, collective. So it's like maybe that's why you're getting some type of mixed signals when it comes to this person. It's why they come back in. It's like they run and then they come back in. They're magnetized to your energy, to your being. And I feel like it's not just the way you look. It's not just the way you move. It's not the way you talk. It's not the way you walk. It's like, it's everything. It's everything all together. Yeah, we have that Queen of Cups. It's like, I feel like they also enjoy the love that you give. It's like you give something that they've not experienced or something they've had very little of. It's the way you nurture them is right. And I feel like that is a source of stress for this person. It's a burden because they didn't want to have to see this yet. It's like they wanted to, you know, have their fun and then come back to it later and start looking for that perfect person. But the fact, I feel like you showed up earlier than they thought you would, or earlier than they knew what to do with you. It's like they didn't know what to do with you yet. Yeah, you're stable. Again, Queen of Queens energy. It's like you've got it all. You're stable, you're loving, you're nurturing, you're vibrant. I feel like you've just got it all. You're passionate. You're a creator. Maybe you just easily manifest things in your life. I feel like that's a burden to this person. Yeah, they tried to be very cold with you with this King of Swords, but you just keep warming them up with that Queen of Wands. I feel like you've got this vibrancy that they just can't. It's like watching a sunrise in all its glory and trying to turn away. It's trying not to see the brightness of it. Even when you close your eyes, it doesn't help, right? That sun, you can still see it even with your eyelids closed. It's got that energy to it. It's like they're trying to ignore you. They're trying to walk away. But they know they'd do anything to be with you or to have you or to take care of you. I feel like all it would take is a few steps in your direction. They could come out of the cold. And I feel like they're tempted to sneak in your direction. But I don't know that it would be for a long time. I feel like it would just be for... It's that apple, sweet in the moment, but not the pearl. And I feel like you deserve the pearl and they know that. And that might be why they're trying to stay away from you. You might be really hurt that this person tries to stay away from you when you know there's a connection there. It's like you can feel it. You know they can see it, even if they want to deny it. And that may be a source of frustration to you, collective. Yeah, you know and you see very clearly that you guys could be really fortunate together. You guys could have a lot. You could really have a beautiful life together. You know, you could see things coming full circle with this person. But yeah, look, you can see emotional fulfillment with this person. And I feel like they know they could have that with you as well. But I just feel like they're fighting it every step of the way. You know, I feel like they're tempted though. It's like, I just heard, yeah, it's like they know they could balance things. Oh my. Okay, look, we're going to cut it there. There's sunshine, there's happiness, there's balance that can be had. All they have to do is just step towards the wish, just sneak right towards it, and they'll have everything they've wanted. It's like they were trying to delude themselves into thinking that maybe there was still something more to be had out there. There was still something more to experience. But when you know you've had the best, and it's like intuitively, this person knows that you're their person. I feel like they're having a really hard time. It's like they can bring that dream close to them. It's really, they're their own worst enemy in this situation, and they know it. They know, they see your value very, very clearly, see your value. I don't know if they see their own though. They may kind of put on a show that they're in this Emperor energy, and they might be in other areas of their life. But I feel like they kind of look at themselves as in like a sense of lack. Yeah, there's a sense of lack, and I don't know if this person's afraid to let you close enough. Like maybe you'll see it too. Maybe you'll see that they're not that great too. There are some fears there with your person. I feel like they may be coming back in. I don't know. I feel like some could be ready. Some might still want to run in and out. It is always entirely up to you. I am just the reader. I'm just letting you know what opportunities are available and coming towards you. It is always 100% entirely up to you whether or not you want to grab out and reach for that opportunity and run with it. It's always your decision. I would never tell you, yes, you should, or no, you should not. Only kind of what I'm seeing. So you can make a very clear decision about what you want. Okay. That being said, let's hop in. Okay. Ooh, I love it. Okay. We've got dragon energy. So we must have new energies kind of coming in. Normally I feel them ahead of time, but I know I've been suffering with my sleep. I've not been getting very much sleep. I've been a babbling mess with my past couple of readings. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. It's lack of sleep that's kind of throwing my channels off. But golden orange dragon, expand your light for ascension. Okay, so we've got new high vibe and energy coming in. It says, be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. So this type of energetic that seems like it's coming in is to raise the vibration on the planet. I feel like if you're a light worker and a healer, you're going to grab this energy really quickly. You'll be on the front lines to grab this energy. It is going to help you and those around you, but I feel like what it's going to do for you is to really see yourself with clarity and remember who you are and why you're here. You may have a very clear sense of why you're here coming up. It's like maybe just finally getting that little bit of information. It's like why I'm here, what a big part of my purpose is. This might be a chunk of your purpose coming in that becomes very apparent to you with this new vibration. So we have Golden Atlantean Dragon. Helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. Awaken, awaken. Bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. Reclaim your mastery. You know, you may have old talents from a past life bubbling up to be utilized in this life. You may have past life memories kind of coming to the forefront of your mind, and it may be a little startling. Whether you clearly see these past life things or they just start coming about. It's like you come across a talent that, okay, so I had this weird thing happen to me a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of being, you know, pulled in to explain it. It's like I was sitting on the couch one day and I said, I just know without a shadow of a doubt that I could shoot a bow. I've never in my life at that point shot a bow and arrow, but I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I could do it and I would be really, really good at it. I had told my then husband at the time, I am divorced, but I had told my then husband at the time about the feeling I had had, and he had come home with a bow not long after. And he says, I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun. Maybe you could practice. I have a really big yard. So I was like, all right, you know, I'll give it a go. How fun could it be? You know, I think it'd be pretty fun. So we made a big target out back, and bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I knew I could do it. And I feel like, I don't know, it was a past life skill that I had that just kind of bubbled up into this one. And I kind of feel like, it's like, you might be sitting there and think, wow, I know I could play music. I'm pretty sure I could really be good at that instrument. And then you pick it up and you're a natural. It's got that energy. And I feel like you may have things like that bubbling up to, I don't know, be utilized. I don't know what you could utilize them for. Like, I think of mine now, that talent. It's like, yes, I was being made aware of it, and it was really, really interesting. You know, if I had to survive for my food, I would have been, you know, awesome in, you know, I don't need it now, that skill, but it was funny that it bubbled up like that, and I just knew. All right, we have Source Dragon. Yeah, this is all about bringing forth universal energy to create awakening and bringing up old talents from past lives and bringing them forth into this one. So there's a wave of that energy. Be prepared to experience some different things. It's like you'll realize new talents within yourselves. I feel like if this is for you, something's going to pop up and you'll be like, wow, you know, I never actually tried my hand at that, but I'm really good. So that could be coming up. We have Source Dragon, attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. Yes, stay present. Again, there's that infinite. Every time I put this ring on, it kind of shows up somewhere. That luminous gate energy, that infinite energy, universal energy. We have Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda. It says, prepare all your chakras to embody higher love. Accept and radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. Yeah. Well, any loving light energy that comes through us is for us to radiate, right? Radiate out. So I feel like maybe it's inspiring others. It might be some type of a muse energy that's coming through. You might embody the muse energy and go out and be the muse. And then in turn, others will become the muse and it will spread that way. Really interesting. Anything else? It's gorgeous energy. Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Yeah, this is going to be a very easy thing. I don't feel like it's going to knock you for a loop or anything like that. I feel like it's going to flow in a really high vibrational energy. It says, prepare for change, to move forward quickly, expect the unexpected, and have fun. I feel like I almost want to say have fun being the center of attention. It's like, I don't know if whatever you're going to be doing or something that you're just going to be picking up and be really good at it, I feel like it's going to draw in attention, but in a muse sort of way. It's for great purpose. I really love it. Fun energy coming in. Spirit just wanted to let you know what is coming. Might be part of that shift. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Yeah, I want to go here. We have spiritual energy again. I was drawn towards another spiritual deck. And this is one that I don't utilize very often. Here, take it. So we have beauty here. Okay, the inner child. I feel like your inner self is really, really beautiful. I don't know if it's a part of you that you hide from the outside world because it's soft, because it is maybe easily rocked by the outside world. You might be doing some type of inner child healing as well. We have letting go and have patience. Yeah, you could be doing some healing there. And we have self-love, and I hear love yourself there. Yeah. You might have to let go of pride and ego. It's like, instead of pretending you're strong, it's to do the work to become strong. It's like, no more faking it till you make it. We have to dive in and really dive deep. Pull those things up by the roots that no longer serve. It could be negative mindsets. It could have been thought forms from that weigh heavy on you from childhood. It could be things people said to you. You know, a lot of times to go back, I don't know if maybe you know what I mean when I say go back and pull it up by the roots. Okay, say you have an experience from childhood, and maybe you don't know where at in childhood you kind of obtained this wound. It wasn't like a specific moment in time that you could pinpoint off the top of your head. I feel like you have to go with the feeling and allow the feeling to bring you back to the moment you felt it. So it's really allowing your mind to take a trip down memory lane, and you might have to make a couple stops until you actually get to the beginning of it. Once you do, you can view that whole situation in its entirety. It could have been a child that said something like, ew, you can't play with me, right? And then from there on, you kind of formed a complex over the years that you weren't wanted, or people didn't want to get close to you, right? And it could be something so simple as taking it back and seeing like, that little child couldn't have known any better than any other little child. So it's like, we can put that to rest and kind of, you know, uproot that. It's like, that was just a silly little thing that happened to me when I was a child, and I just allowed energy to kind of pile onto that, and it became a complex as I walk through life. It's like, people don't want to get close to you. People don't want you around. And that might be something you've carried, right? And it could be something so simple as that little experience. So that's what I mean by taking a trip down memory lane, going back to the situation and pulling it up by the roots. And it's really just debunking it in your mind. It's like, how could that child have known? You know what I mean? It's like that little thing that they said, or the way that they kind of, you know, that little one might have needed a nap and was having a bad day and took it out on you, right? And it kind of traveled with you. It's like you allowed it to kind of latch onto you and travel throughout your life. So it could be something silly like that you have to uproot. Something you experienced as a child that made you feel some kind of way is basically what it is. So they're saying you could travel back. Yeah, it's left a hole in the soul. It's left a part of you feels broken or missing or sad. And it's like, whatever that is, Spirit is saying you can debunk that. You can go all the way back and pull that up and then step into your future so much lighter. It's like, without having to really see yourself in that way. It's like you allowed someone to tell you something about you that wasn't true, and you had the audacity to believe it all this time. It's like somebody might have been saying something along the lines of, you're a bad person, and then you may have taken that to heart as a young one, and then just started to act out, well, if they think I'm bad, I'll show them what bad is. And you just adopted that as who you are without actually knowing better, right? That's kind of how these childhood wounds take root, and then they travel with you. And it's like, if you can take it all the way back, it could even be a sibling or a parent. Sometimes they say things and as children, we take it out of context. Or sometimes it was meant to be cruel or harsh. But I feel like as you get back to that point, even if it was an elder or someone that you should have been trusting in, because I know sometimes it is painful to travel down that route and realize that maybe it did come from somebody that we loved or somebody that we trusted, right? Somebody that should have been guiding us and caring for us. Sometimes they cause those wounds, right? So you just have to get back there to that point and pull it up. It's like if it was a parent, they were not acting out in adult. They were not being an adult about it. They weren't acting out in their best behavior. And you could always bring it up to that person and see if it can be healed in a different way, or this is how I took it, and bringing it up. It's like bringing it to light, out into the light of the day, is how you pull it up by the roots. So it's like bringing it to the surface and then disposing of it. I see a weed just being tossed and plucked out of the ground and being tossed to the side. Spirit's kind of saying it is really that simple to get rid of that energy. So that's how you do it. So I don't know if maybe that helps. Love. Yeah, self-love. You know, whatever this is, it may actually be stopping you from stepping into a loving relationship. It might be what is causing a block. If that self-love, if you feel like there's a hole somewhere and it can't be filled, it's like even a new person coming in, they're going to make you happy for a little bit, but they're not going to fill that hole. That's an inside job. That's something you need to take care of. So I feel like Spirit's just saying, we're pulling this up now. We're showing you where to go, how to do it, so you can dive in, pull it up by the roots, and step forward happily and lighter in your energy, and maybe into something really new, a brand new experience with someone who is on a higher vibrational level, where you don't have to experience more hurt or more of the wounding from childhood. You'll have that vibration out of your system, if that makes any sense at all. You'll have tossed it to the side before this higher level person comes in. You'll have new experiences on this level with this new person as well. So unleash your creativity. That could be another amazing thing that comes from it. Your vibrancy could come back, or how you see yourself will change drastically. How teachable are you? Spirit's asking you, how teachable are you? Can you take what's being said here and mold it and shape it to fit your experience so you can further yourself? How teachable are you? I love it. Sadness, yeah, that's something we want to get rid of, is that sadness, that sense of rejection. That's kind of what I was getting. It's a rejected, dejected feeling. Yeah, look at that. Spirit on deck. It's time to heal it. And in the inner house, we have the home card. I feel like no more entrapment. We have to get out of that. Pay attention to the signs. If this is for you, you'll know it. Family and your tribe. Yeah, you may need to lean on others as you maybe walk through this. I feel like you've got that new soulmate coming in. You might even start to dream about this person as well. Or you might dream of the experiences that kind of got you to the place where you are, without doing the work. Okay, discovering your life's purpose. That could be another thing that's on deck for you to be had once you kind of heal yourself. So there's a lot of good ready to come in, and I feel like it's on a higher vibrational level. So in order to get there, we do have to do some shadow work, some inner work. That's what that is, pulling things up by the roots. I love it. It's gorgeous energy. I know you can do it. You're fully capable, and you will feel so much better for it. It's like you may have to experience that hurt and that bit of trauma and get back through that. But once you do, you'll never have to deal with it again. You'll look back and you'll know it was there, but you won't feel the heaviness that sits in your chest because you'll have removed it. Okay? Wow. Okay. What am I doing? Do I want this? I do. Okay, what do we want? All right, Spirit, what do we have here for the collective? An anchor. Somebody wants to drop an anchor? Child. There might be a wounded part of you, and I do kind of feel a tether. Okay. So there's the child, the female child, and they actually look like they could be the same person, just one older than the other. Which kind of, what I'm seeing here is there may be part of you that is looking to find stability in someone else without actually doing the work. And I feel like Spirit is kind of saying you don't need a relationship to feel safe in this lifetime. It's like it almost is what's internally within you. If you look at this child, she's kind of lost in the middle of the woods, or in the middle of the thicket, I want to say. And she's looking around like she doesn't know which way to go. And I'm kind of feeling like there might be part of you that is looking for stability in someone else because you can't find it in yourself. And I feel like that's the wrong way to go about it. You're looking to drop anchor with someone, anyone, if they provide stability, when I feel like you could be providing that for yourself and then stepping into something in a very healthy way. Yeah. That forward movement with that rider, you may move forward in relationships a whole lot quicker than maybe you should or you could, in order to find the stability. So it's like we move forward with everyone that we kind of start dating. We try to move forward very quickly. We try to form a very solid, stable connection. It's like maybe we jump in too quickly without knowing someone, and then we have to jump out just as quickly. It's almost giving you exactly what you don't want because you're grasping for something that I feel like should come from within you. We have that. Yeah. I hear cut it out. Cut that out. I feel like that's what Spirit's saying. It's time to do the inner work. You can move forward very, very quickly and in the right direction towards hopes, dreams, and clarity if you do the self-work. So it's like, find out what part of you, where that fear comes from. Is it a fear of abandonment? Did you feel abandoned as a child, or left out, or left behind? Or maybe the environment that you grew up in was not very stable. So it's like knowing that, but also knowing that you're the one responsible. It's like they were responsible when you were a child, you know, the adults around you or your caregivers, they were responsible then. And maybe they shucked that responsibility. But knowing that and seeing that and being the adult now means you're the one who's the responsible one. And if you have to go back in time, even if it's just in your mind, to create stability for that little girl or that little boy that was hiding inside, that's what you have to do in order to move forward. You have to come to completion in your own wholeness. Yeah, look, do the work. This is Cinderella. She's a little dirty, but guess what? She always seems pretty happy, even though she's doing everything that she has to do. She's still singing. She still has these beautiful connections in her life. I feel like you can do the work and still experience things. You might be a little tired after it, a little worn down after it. You might need a good nap, but I feel like it's worth it. It's good work. I hear clean up your soul, and it's got that energy. Yeah, I feel like I hear pie in the sky. So it's like you have your big slice of pie in the sky, and it's waiting for you. Like this beautiful picnic is kind of waiting for you. This full basket of good things is waiting for you, just outside of your comfort zone. So it's like just outside of your healing. As soon as you do that, there are new vibrations ready and raring to go. They're ready to move in for you. Look, luck. I love it. I feel like you've got a lot of good coming in. You're going to get your lucky breaks. You're going to be able to be stable all on your own. And then you can invite people in because you want them there, not because you need them there. It's like, you know, it's really important to step into something like a relationship in a very healthy mindset. And I feel like that's where you're going to go. You won't try to attach yourself to snakes or to just random people who kind of make it seem like they can give you what you're looking for, right? Yeah, Spirit wants to help you with your wishes, hopes, and dreams, and to take the right path. I feel like you'll have the right person on the path. Yeah, ready for commitment just down the road. I'm going to drop it there. I feel like that's what Spirit wants to say. It's like you're jumping here and there and everywhere, trying to find someone to fill the hole that's kind of bubbling up in your chest. But the thing is, Spirit's saying, you're the only one that can do that. These people can only pour so much. They have to kind of pour into themselves too, you know? So that's what we've got here. But I feel like you've got a whole bunch of lucky breaks coming up just around the bend. All right. I made a mess. I must have made a mess yesterday. I was so tired that I threw the letters into the charm bucket. So we might get some letters after as well. They'll just be extras. I have to kind of fix that today. All right. We have X's and O's, kisses and hugs. Yeah, they're kind of all popping out to me, the X's and O's. I feel like somebody has a lot of love to give. It could be you, collective. You could be the one that has a lot of love to give, and you're asking when your person's going to come in so you can actually give somebody love. It's like I have so much to give, and it's just kind of bubbling over within me. It's like, when is somebody coming in? I hear time and date. It's like we want to know when and where. I get it, though. I really do. I understand that. I hear spirit on put me on mute. It's like I feel like you feel like your prayers aren't being answered because they're not being heard, or you're not being favored by divine. I feel like that's not the case at all, but I understand how you could feel that way, especially if you're waiting on love. People tend to get so disheartened when it comes to love. It's like, I've done all I needed to do. I've done the self-work and still nothing has come in for me. Don't forget that your person also has to work on themselves, and you want them to come in just as healed and as whole as you are. It's like you want them to come in having the right stuff, the right energy that it takes to form a really happy, healthy connection, right? So sometimes it's not just what you're doing. You're not being punished in any sort of way. And I hear soon. Yeah, soon. So I feel like it will come in soon. I feel like maybe within the next couple months. I hear within the next 6 months. So could be sooner, could be later, but I do feel like you do have some type of love coming in. Yeah, I hear waiting for readiness. So I don't know. I don't feel like it's you, collective. I do feel like it's maybe your person. I don't know why I saw that. It was a donut, and it says donut fear. And yeah, I don't know. That might be a clue. I don't know. Maybe you work at a certain place, or you'll walk into like a Dunkin' Donuts and or a donut shop or bakery, and you'll meet your person there. It could be something like that. Because I see somebody winking and I hear ding. So I don't know. It's like a hint or a clue for somebody anyway, or a couple somebodies. All right, let's see what we have here for the collective. I cannot believe I made this mess. Okay. Oh my. Oh yeah, an O is rolling away and a 2. All right. So we have an O and a 2. Could be significant. 2 days, 2 weeks. Something new could be coming in. Or something for you could be coming in 2 days, 2 weeks. It's something about star power. I feel like, oh wow. I heard something about helping you soar. I feel like you've been really resilient. I feel like you've really been working hard, putting that effort in, and maybe even gaining no ground when it comes to your wishes, hopes, and dreams. It could be with music. It could be with a platform. It could be with a spiritual-based practice or business. Could be with love. Maybe you're... I heard something about a relationship coach. So I don't know. I just feel like there is something that you're looking to do. You've been really resilient. You haven't quite gotten the sunshine that goes with this accomplishment yet. You're still in a transitional phase when it comes to achieving this goal. It's like stardom, but in whatever it is that you're going for. I feel like you could have even suffered some setbacks. I feel like they're going to give you the key to that very, very soon. The key to your spiritual business, the key to the new relationship, to finding peace within yourself and in your life. I feel like this, I always kind of see this as a door knocker, and I feel like spirit, there's that skull there, and I feel like spirit is ushering things right to your front door. It's like right when it's time, they're going to open that door for you. Could be a soulmate for some of you. It's just balance. It could be both. We do have a masculine, the little masculine soulmate. So that could be coming in. You could be the masculine and waiting on some type of information, or you could be putting in the action-oriented steps to get where you're going, towards your person, towards your goals. But this is for everyone, you know. I do see that someone has been very resilient. They felt that setback. Maybe they've lost subscribers, or they have suffered, like maybe some of your content is not doing so well, or it hasn't done so well. You may have thought, well, maybe I should just get while the getting's good and quit. It's like, maybe I should just stop. But there's a part of you that really loves what you do, and so you don't want to stop, right? You want to keep going. And I feel like Spirit sees that, and I feel like that's almost like a test in itself. It's like, do you really want this? Because it takes work, it takes effort, and it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, right? Sometimes it's grit and hard work, and sometimes there are setbacks, but that's life. It's like, do you still want it? Do you still want to go for it? And I feel like same thing with relationships. They're not always peaches and cream. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there are arguments. Sometimes, you know, it takes a while to find common ground with two people who are raised completely differently, right? And they come together to try and make something work. It's not always easy. And I feel like Spirit's just saying, is it still romancing you? Is it still drawing you in no matter what it is? It could be a job. Is it still pulling on you? Does it still emotionally fulfill you? Because there's transformation still to be had, and warmth and sunshine to come in. So it could be in any area of your life, but I do feel like Spirit's saying, do you really want this? If so, be resilient. Keep moving forward. Your focused attention and your energy, where that culminates, that it's going to grow. It has no choice but to grow. So put your best into it and keep going, because your dreams are not that far out of reach. It may seem like it, but in a second, things could turn around and really start blooming in big, beautiful ways. So don't give up. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. You know what you want? Don't let anyone deter you. And don't let yourself deter you from what you want. You could be the one that's standing in your own way. Don't do that. All right, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of the Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.